Alright, this is a Winston VOD review on Anubis. Uh, just for anyone else who wants something like this done, like a sort of VOD review, just post anywhere in any sort of comments or message me and I'll be glad to do this. I got a lot of time on my hands. So, this is sort of like a dive heavy sort of comp, it looks like. This looks okay.
No, go back to Ryan. He's awesome here.
Okay, I know you're not this guy, but generally I would recommend never telling people what hero to pick. Uh, and I say that because people will generally pick heroes that they're best at, and when you say, hey, go Rhine or go whatever other hero, that hero might be better for the situation. Like Rhine is probably better than Zen, maybe, but it's probably better if, even if if he or she is playing a worse hero for the situation, it's better if they're more comfortable on that hero. Comfort and skill on the hero is more important than like the right hero for the situation, I guess is what I'm saying. So
I got you.
I know you didn't say that. I know you're this guy, but I wouldn't tell people
Yeah,
what hero to
this
pick.
is alright. It's alright.
Like
It's
ever,
alright.
because that's just like you may be putting them on a hero that they're weaker on or they're not comfortable with, which I
Imagination
think
is
is
the essence of discovery.
not optimal.
Damage output increased.
Let's go to in game. Dead shit. What happened? Alright, so Junkrat happens probably. Yeah, Junkrat kinda happens. Okay, so you lost 2. So you just chill. Right now I should just not wait. Okay. Alright, so as soon as you see 2 people die, you know that you'll have to push 4v6, and even if Mercy Rush is one of them, you'll still be pushing 5v6, which isn't really optimal. Any push is likely to fail, and when you lose more than one person, when you have a Mercy on your team, it's best to just wait for them to come back. So you lost 2, it's best to just wait here. But you're so low, you're like 100 HP, and I think you jump in. No reason to jump in. Teammates are dead, you're low HP. As a tank player, especially Winston, you have to keep glancing at your HP every couple seconds, at least. I mean, really should be like every second. You should, if you're taking damage, if you're in a fight, you should always be glancing at your HP. And you're... But then you walk into this guy. So you might have even... You probably wouldn't have survived that. You wouldn't have survived that anyway, but you should have like shield danced there at least a little bit. You want to basically, right about here, you want to stay dancing on either side and try and avoid getting hit. She's just going to melee you because you're 7 HP, but shield dancing is better. You would walk into the room. I guess you're trying to die maybe, which would make sense because you want to die as fast as possible in this situation. But anyway. So you're going to reset, hopefully, do a fresh push.
Through the miracle of science.
Let's skip. Alright, so back to square one.
Form up.
If that Junkrat was any good, he'd be spamming this. This would be really hard to push. Against Junkrat on Anubis, you want to try to take the top right side, up, like go up those stairs. That's generally better. But this Junkrat isn't even paying attention, so who cares? You get hooked. That's fine. That guy like missed or something. He didn't even like barely deal any damage. Okay. Another small thing. You kind of miss ticks of damage here. Like you see that as like little like there's tick 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 of every zap you're doing to him, but you're missing a couple. There's gaps in there, and that's not a big deal against Hog. Like that doesn't mean anything for the situation, but not tracking, like Winston tracking isn't hard. Like you know, it's pretty easy. But if you miss ticks, that can be really important. If you're on a squishy, if you're on say Mercy, and you miss a couple ticks of damage, that can maybe mean that she survives. which is really bad. So you want to try and make sure that you're keeping your target like it's a pretty generous bubble where you can sort of keep your target for Winston. So anyway. I don't know why you didn't drop a bubble. Like, okay. Alright, so let's see. So right here, let's actually pause where you should jump. Like right about here, you should either jump past Hog to the edge of the point here and drop bubble and cut Hog off from the rest of his team, or jump like to the edge of this cliff and then try and deal more damage to Hog. Because I believe he E'd. He healed. Yeah, he healed here, so he has no heal, and he was like 200 HP or something. He was low. Yeah, he's like 200 maybe there, or maybe 20 or something. And he's not being healed. He's not being healed at all. Yes, you should have just dropped. You should have jumped like around here, and dropped bubble and pressured this Hog, because this Rhine, and you can just kill him. He has no heal, and he has no healer even protecting him. So, you jump past him though. That's fine. Hog will probably die anyway. And you should drop bubble here, because you've knocked Junk away, and as soon as he sees you, he's gonna shoot at you. So you want to drop bubble and not take 1 billion damage from Junkrat. That's cool. You stop the hack. That's really good. But you drop bubble late, and you can't really use bubble now because look, they ran away. Your bubble is here being useless. But that's fine. I would just play on the point here. You don't need to jump into Junkrat. Take like 1 billion damage. Yeah. You guys probably had this push if you just played this a bit slower. You kind of jumped the gun a little bit. So just slow down. Maybe plan out your jumps a little more, because it doesn't look like you wanted to even jump there. I guess drop your bubble earlier and just try and plan out your jumps a little more. I'd say it's so far the advice I have. Team's just gonna slowly die now. Like,
Junkrat, take the high ground on the right.
okay, Junkrat's a god.
Well, at that point, that's good too.
Here, Junkrat's a god, so...
But if you have the high
he's
ground,
got
I can
this.
jump to you.
You want to maybe wait like a couple seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds? Oh wait, she's gonna res. Yeah, go. Go, good. Good. Don't step past the bubble, kill that guy. It's over. You should be jumping on, like, you should be jumping in. You're, like, it's 2v whatever, like 6. Just jump in. Get my
There, Junkrat, boost me up to the high ground. Awesome.
Okay. Anyway, that guy's dead. This is pretty good. This is just a trickle fest. I like it. Okay, good.
Let's get you back out.
Cool, you did it. I think that guy wasted sword.
I've got ult.
Pretty sure. But
You want a combo run?
alright. Let's go. Never mind.
Yeah.
Go in.
Just go straight in. I like it. Alright.
No.
Jump back on that mercy. You do it. Okay, no, she's like low. What was her HP? I don't know how many frames I have to go back. Okay, whatever. Okay, she's like a third HP there, maybe. Let's go back a couple frames. We can see what her HP is. You stop attacking her though. Oh, she's so okay. So you could have. All right. And then you stop attacking. So what you should be doing is like you should ult and hit her, and you would kill her probably. If you like jumped a couple more ticks from your Tesla cannon and you ult slam her, give her the backhand, you would kill her. And that'd probably be the point. Yeah, that would be the point. So let's see what happens.
Leave it.
Okay,
Good one.
so you don't kill him. Junkrat kills everyone. Junkrat's psychology. Okay, again, the Mercy is like your primary target here. Yeah, you're like looking down. Look up at this guy.
How did I not pick any of them up?
Oh, and she got slashed, I think. I can't tell. I can't see their health bar because you're not attacking her, but yeah, you need to be on this Mercy because she's flying low enough to be in range of your gun, and she's just for free. She gets to just moth and just be annoying. So yeah, there's no reason to attack Hog. Like you already have ult. You don't need ult charge. There's no reason to ever attack Hog. You need to be up on this Mercy. All right.
Lucio? Get Lucio in here?
Okay, at least you're on. Switch your target. You're on. Alright. Oh well. Did your Sombra ult? No, that's their Sombra. Okay, their Sombra wasted ult. That's fine.
Okay.
Should be I don't know if you're in. You have a mic. I think I saw you talk. You should be telling your team to back off here because this, like, you already lost like 3 people. It's already over. You're still to back out or die because Overwatch, especially like when you're on attacking, it's all about managing time. If a fight is lost, just cut your losses, just everyone die, reset, and try to get another fight as fast as possible. There's no reason to waste like 30 seconds fighting out to the death as the last 3 people. You need to reset and get a favorable fight as soon as possible because time is of the essence.
So low.
I would back up, guys. Don't let them charge ults off of you. Half our team is
Yeah,
dead.
so
Back
your
up if
Mercy
you can.
knows the truth.
We'll get a pick and go back in.
Exactly, dude. Alright, so your Rhine is not back yet. Please don't go in, dude. Now remember, you just saw your Rhine respawn. He's not even close to back yet.
Left side.
He's not. Look at your Rhine. Look back. Your Rhine is way back there, dude.
I'm ready to unleash my primal rage.
This is bad. This is not the place to go against Junkrat. These corridors, these tight places. Your Mercy is garbage, and she died. This is when you leave. This is when you immediately jump out. Mercy guys.
Oh my
Alright,
gosh. Freaking Junkrat.
jump this way. Like, jump out. It's over. Try to get another fight. Okay. Alright, yeah. So there's 2 people on your team dead. Genji and Mercy are dead. This guy wasted ulti. He's garbage. Just leave. Wait for your team. Tell your team to go back too. Because clearly they're not really looking to they're not really understanding this concept either, but when you're down people, there's no reason to fight. You might actually get the skill. Oh! Okay. Okay.
Coming as fast as I can. Might not back up just a little. I can help with.
Okay. Alright, so
Coming as fast as
let's go back. Alright, we're here. It's 4 versus like 5. Alright, if you tracked this guy a bit better, you probably could have killed him with a melee punch. He was like, let's see what his HP was. His HP is like 60. So you can track him a bit better, and then when he's 30 HP, every melee does 30. So you can just ult, finish him. You can maybe ult and knock this guy off of this area, and you guys maybe get a tick. You get tire, so that's good. There's no reason to ulti here. That's
ult now.
and then you like
Coming as fast
spaz
as I
out a little bit here.
can.
But your Junkrat was here.
Might not back up just a little. I can.
Oh no, he wasn't. Just kidding. He snuck out the back. Regardless, you need a bit more like control over. It's almost like your DPI is too high or something. Like your sensitivity, you're kind of whipping the camera around. I would maybe lower that to kind of fix that. It's really hard to see what's going on anyway. You're dead, so you can reset. And Transfer's still hanging around. The moral of the story is, of that push, is don't push without either a man advantage, like say 5v4 or 4v3, or like even. Like if it's 5, if your team has 4 and their team has 5, or their team has more players than yours, generally speaking, not a good idea. And it's a good idea if your team has even number of players or more players. That's just like basic math, and it can be hard to kind of see that when there's no, like, it's not like League of Legends or something where there's like a counter. Mine is here in League of Legends, and then the corner where it's like, you can see who's dead, but you can keep track of it with the kill feed. You can kind of see who's dead, or you can press tab.
How?
But yeah, you wasted ulti and didn't get anything for it, and it could have been prevented by just not pushing it. Anyway.
Okay, Ryan.
It looks like it's 5v5. Okay. This doesn't look good. This is no good. Never mind. That's a triple. You should go out because your Mercy has ulti, and she just used ulti. Like most of their team is dead. You're not in any danger of dying here. And you can just get healed by the Mercy. You don't have to.
Nice,
He
Ryan.
stole his pack, correct. Alright. Screw that Genji, he's garbage anyway. You should have gone out and helped your team here. But that's not a big deal. Again, that Mercy is the source of all the healing. You're not even looking up at her. That Mercy is the key, dude. Yeah, there you go. But more of that. She might be too high right now. If she's too high, then I understand. Like, you should keep an eye on her to see when she flies low. When she's this low, you can Tesla cannon her. If she's like super high, I understand not hitting her, but
Got behind us. Get that out.
Did you have bubble that whole time? Why is it totally zoning out? No,
Got behind
yeah,
us.
you should just go over here. It doesn't matter. Your team is dead. Here is where like you should just die as soon as possible to reset, because you're not going to get out, and like there's no I guess you could maybe make an argument you want to get ult charge, but that's but yeah, you die anyway, so you're good. And this guy has the some fire ultimates, some good tires, but at the worst time, because he got 2 and then he died.
Maybe get another healer
It
out
doesn't
of
really
there. I have
matter that
silver
he got
damage.
2, because it's gonna be reset by the time the fight starts.
Somebody switch off DPS, go healer.
Ryan, don't go in until we get a new comp. It's just a waste in charging their ults. Back up. Let's figure out who's gonna go healer, and then we'll go in.
Oh, he wants to fix the comp. That's probably not gonna happen.
I doubt these guys switch.
Alright. So, I don't know why, like, going left is okay. And it's been working out, I guess. I mean, obviously you guys didn't take the points, so I guess it's not working out, but it's okay. I would go right, and I would jump up. There's like a little platform. I can't really see it here.
Genji, can you please go healer?
But there's a little platform you can jump up on. You can kind of harass their healers somewhat safely. So right side is a better place to play as Winston overall, I think, especially against a Junkrat. And you can pressure the Mercy a lot more from there on this point.
Someone that
Especially in this
fucking
situation.
bronze damage or doesn't have any damage medals, please.
Well, I mean, Genji's just dead, so he's closest. But we're stuck. We're stonewalled here.
Good.
I have 3 goals.
You couldn't save that guy anyway.
Oh, I was hoping Genji
Alright.
would switch.
Okay.
Yeah, this area. So right here, I mean, it doesn't matter now because you're dead and you gotta reset. But jump up along on this thing right here. You can kind of play with their healers, and if it gets bad, if maybe they all turn around, you can jump. You can drop down back here and then jump back out to where like Genji is standing. Let's say. So jump in, harass a little bit, and then jump back out. If you have to, or just kill everyone. I mean, this is Silver. You'd probably just be able to walk all over the Mercy.
Genji or Tracer, but Genji was
Yeah, play
dead,
this
so I
one.
asked nicely, but either didn't hear me
I don't know
or
why this
decided
guy's going in when there's like
that he's too
3
important.
people
This is
dead.
why
Once
Alright,
more,
He's probably gonna die and
as
just
Mercy,
triple
I'm
fest
literally
the whole time.
staying here at spawn until someone switches to a healer. So you guys can
That's
keep
the
running
attitude.
in. But
Yeah, that's not the attitude, by the way. That was sarcastic. Don't ever expect people to switch up their comps or do anything like that. That's never gonna happen. If it
It's not gonna
does,
work.
good. That's great, but that usually never happens. You just gotta
It's not
play
gonna
hard.
matter any better.
So
Everyone has
you're
ult,
going
so
right?
me.
Are you going right? Go
I
right
can do
side.
this.
alright, let's try it.
Is Mercy still staying back? Oh no, she's up here. Okay.
Alright, Ryan, you want a combo? Run in there and
Keep
ult.
dying.
Okay.
I'm just gonna just play off
This
these
is man.
when I can. I'm gonna try to use it now.
So, as a general rule, this is a pointless place to go as Winston. Especially in this game, you're gonna need to like carry. You're gonna need to like actually do everything yourself. This might be an okay place to drop when you're not like you have to do everything. But in this game, you're gonna have to do everything. You're gonna have to probably kill the Mercy by yourself or nearly by yourself. So I would jump over here and harass these guys over here. Okay, go to the right side.
This Lucio
Okay.
is fucking
I would look for where that
tiny.
Mercy is. It looks like that Mercy is above.
Very nicely.
If I'm not mistaken.
Can I get a rest?
Okay, good.
Yes, you're good right now. Keep going.
I don't see a Mercy. So you're good.
Lucio's low, Lucio's low. I need to deal
Good.
with
On the Mercy.
it. Got the Tracer.
Okay.
Targeting me. Sorry guys, you don't have to.
Okay. No, you could have. Okay. You gotta go Winston for the
I didn't want to do it. Which makes no sense. I have silver damage.
So in summary, the way you carry games like this is zero out characters like Mercy, or maybe like Lucio. Like if they had a Zenyatta, like healers, but also like lone DPS, and basically anyone out of position that you can kill relatively quickly in a couple seconds. Try to get on them and try to pressure them. This is a hard game because your team is kind of
miracle of
garbage.
science.
But looks like you guys lost this round. I have silver damage. Yeah, your DPS sucks.
I have ult, try to get on.
Alright,
Yes, thanks.
I mean,
so this is probably winnable. Maybe.
And of course, fucking great.
you pick a healer or a tank instead of DPS.
Oh, you reported him?
One of you
Wait,
go.
wait, who did you
Question
report?
one
Let
of
me
you
see.
pick a healer or a tank. I'll play the other one.
Chevy?
I'll play it well. Just one of you go
Alright, I
healer
don't,
or tank.
I don't care. I just want to get into the game.
It definitely
Eight, I thought.
Alright.
Alright, it's gonna suck to lose you since
They
you're
don't
doing
listen.
best.
since you're actually doing something.
There's. Okay, this is okay.
I'll go like Zarya.
Fucking runs for people and they don't get.
Honestly, like team comp doesn't really matter. Like you guys are all fighting over team comp. Like, if you want to get out of silver, like team comp is the least of your concerns. Like it's all about playing whatever hero you choose. In this case, Winston, playing that hero well. Nothing else matters, but playing that hero well. You can't make your team switch. You can only play as best you can.
I'm not healing you, really.
So
I'm
focus
not
on
healing.
that.
I'm so petty right now, I don't give a fuck.
Good shit.
Let's get to like around here-ish.
Nope. I'm losing this game. I'm throwing it. Fuck it.
Just trying to throw the game.
Don't let them make you
Fuck it.
not worth
This
it.
is okay.
You're letting them
so
win.
now, okay, here's how you. So they're all going right side, right? So there's two ways you can do this. Let's go back like a million frames. All right, you just saw the Mercy go in here, so you can either walk your little butt in there behind them and kind of mess with them, and when they turn around to attack you, if they turn around to attack you, you can jump out here. You can basically go walk in, mess with them, and then jump out, and you could land somewhere around here and get healed by your team. And you can keep doing that, rinse, repeat, walking in behind them, messing around, trying to get their attention, maybe kill someone, and jump back out. That's sort of like your bread and butter in games like this, where it seems really hard to carry from like a normal like tank position. You can often carry games like this by just applying pressure from their flank.
Fuck it. I'm never gonna get out of this world.
Okay. Yeah,
Stop
so
playing.
one, you didn't drop bubble, which is bad. But two, I don't know why you jumped in, dog. Like, you know they have a Reaper. And, like, rule 1 of Winston is, like, don't jump into Reaper. Being near Reaper isn't necessarily that bad if you have bubble, because you can always jump away. But if you jump into Reaper, and you don't even drop bubble, he's just gonna like 3-shot you. So, and then you're in a place where Mercy can't kill you, and you're even in a place where Mercy might get baited into rezzing you, which is like a disaster. But don't worry, she didn't get baited into rezzing you, and it looks like they're not dying. You're good. Your team didn't feed, so let's see. You're back. Seems to be fighting over there. Okay, there's not. So, like, there's a hog up here or something. There's Reaper, I guess. Drop bubble! Drop bubble! Okay. You can go and follow that Reaper because you have your team with you, kind of. There was a guy, I think it was Junkrat down there, and you had Mercy near you, so you probably could have followed that Reaper and killed him, maybe. But it's fine, you can do this too. Junkrat killed Reaper anyway, so you're good. Okay. Okay. Nice punch.
I'm not even fucking using dash
stay on that.
faster. Fuck me.
Stay on the Lucio. The hog is really not anyone you can do meaningful damage to. Drop bubble, drop bubble, drop bubble, drop bubble, drop bubble. Save someone. Okay. Your bubble's been up for like a year. So you gotta drop that. You're never gonna kill that Mercy. There's no point in trying to kill her. Vestiges. Yeah, no bubble, man. Your bubble isn't just for you. Like, say, like, you didn't drop bubble because, like, oh, like, my team isn't... Or say, I don't need it. If the reasoning for dropping bubble is, I don't need it, that's dumb. Because your team needs it. Your Lucio needed it. I don't know if he even died. He probably did. I mean, looks like he's alive. But your Lucio was like 50 HP or something, and he needed a bubble because he was going to die. Turns out he didn't die. But dropping a bubble is important for your team's sake. Your team can use that bubble even if maybe it's not the best for you. Dropping bubble in that situation is really good. You can't get to that Mercy. She's way too far. I would jump up here right now, get the Mega that's up here. There's a 250 HP health pack, and then come back. Right around like when this gets right now. Yeah, that's actually really important here because your team isn't even like doing that badly here. Your team's actually probably going to hold this because they're all back right now. So if you had jumped up here, gotten this Mega, come back, you would have been full HP. I don't think anyone would have died. Maybe one person dies, but you're going to be full HP because you're the carry. And you can maybe actually have an impact this fight. I think you died bubble again. Yeah, you died bubble again. Drop that bubble, dude. Alright, let's see. Do you get rezzed? Nothing. Your team loses. Yeah, so you probably, I don't know. I don't want to say you would have won that fight if you had jumped up to that Mega, but it certainly would have helped. Don't be afraid to use jump to go and get health, especially when you're that low and when you're in a position that bad. It's best to just jump out, get a health pack that's like a couple seconds away, and then you can just drop back in. You can just walk back into the fight.
Like, this is unreal.
You'll have jump up by the time you get back to the fight too, so I think you guys lose. Yeah, you guys lose this. So you guys can tie, but this video isn't that long, so I guess you guys lose. Spoiler alert. I think you guys lose this. Let's see. cool place you can play with Winston is either up on that, see that ledge right there that's near the archway, or or sort of, I can't really see it from here.
Reinhardt, Roadhog flank.
Stay away from the hog, dude. Just, if you see hog, just, you're not gonna deal any meaningful damage to him, most likely. And like, there are characters that you can, that when dealing damage to them means something. Like, you can deal half of Mercy's HP in like a second, or like a second and change, like maybe a second and a half. But a second and a half of hitting Roadhog means nothing. So prioritize squishier targets, and targets that are out of position that you can actually punish. Roadhog's out of position here, but you can't punish that. So yeah, he's just gonna continue dealing damage to you. Over there where the squishies are, I wouldn't have dropped bubble here. I'd save bubble, jump to where the squishies are, drop bubble, mess with them. And that will cut off your tanks from the rest of your team. And this guy is like AFK or something. Anyway. Squishies are your priority. Looks like he has this. Yeah. So, some overall words of advice: prioritize squishies, track with your mouse better, probably lower your DPI or your sensitivity in game. I don't know what it is, but lower that, whatever that is. Track better squishies, and I guess like the formula for success with Winston, especially in low rated games, is walk in a flank, whatever flank, and jump out, like have a jump out path in mind. So like, you know, like that Anubis thing, where is it? Like maybe around, let's see where we can see it.
Fucking retards in this
The
goddamn.
example I gave before, walk in behind them, maybe zap, get their attention, maybe even kill someone. I mean, usually people are so bad around these ratings that they'll just won't even turn around when their Mercy is dying. And you'll just kill their Mercy and you can jump out for free. And you can keep doing that, rinse and repeat over and over again. Eventually, you'll get to a rating where they'll turn around and they'll pay attention to you, but it's still worth it to do that because you'll delay them, you'll draw pressure. And that's what Winston's really
Elo,
good
like
at.
it actually pisses me off.
So
Like they just
yeah,
lose games.
you're often
for
playing
people.
this like sort of Reinhardt kind of ish Winston where you're just up at the front. And that's okay, but it's not going to carry games like this ever. It's best to play sort of a flanky, walk in, annoy people, jump out sort of Winston.
When they don't give a fuck.
So yeah, that's what I would recommend. And drop bubble more and shield dance more. When you drop your bubble, you should just treat that as like an extra 600 HP for yourself and use that accordingly. Try and juke around. When someone tries to walk in your bubble, walk out, and vice versa. Like your bubble is sort of a safe space that you can abuse. So yeah, that's all I got. If anyone else wants a review like this, I'll be glad to help. I mostly play tanks, so that's what I'm best at reviewing, but I can probably review pretty much anything around like diamond or below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed or learned something. So yeah.